Welcome to another tour. The vehicle that we'll be showcasing in this video is this 1994 Chevrolet Impala SS. For 94, black was the only exterior color available, although a couple more colors did become available with the following model years. On the driver's door panel, we've got a reflector light, some storage, speaker for your sound system. Right here, got various power controls, including for your driver's seat, along with your windows. Got your power mirror control, power door lock switch. The Impala SS came standard with leather seat upholstery and front bucket seats allowing for a center console. The front seats have SS embroidered on the headrests, and the rear seat back also has an embroidered Impala emblem. Both front seats have power adjustments. There's this manual one right here. You've got the buttons for lock and unlock, along with your trunk release. When it comes to Chevrolet's famed SS moniker, one standout classic is the 1994 to 1996 Impala SS. Prior to 1994, the full-size Impala had last been decked out with the SS badge in 1969. The Impala itself had also not been sold since the mid-1980s. The 94 to 96 Impala SS rides on the final generation of the General Motors B-body full-size rear-wheel drive sedan and wagon platform, and was based in the Chevrolet Caprice sedan. However, while the Caprice was a cushy, luxurious, laid-back cruiser, the Impala SS was styled as more of a slick, sporty muscle car. The Impala SS came standard with the Caprice's top engine, that being the 260 horsepower 5.7-liter LT1 V8. The car had numerous upgrades and reinforcements to the suspension and braking components, some of which came straight from the police variant of the Caprice, to provide better handling and a sportier drive. As for cosmetics, the Impala SS was given many upgrades over the Caprice to set it apart from the latter. One of these changes was a monochromatic exterior paint scheme, making nearly all the trim pieces body-colored as opposed to chrome like on the Caprice. In addition, it also received a set of special 17-inch 5-spoke aluminum rims. It also featured standard leather bucket seats with a center console as opposed to bench seating. 1996 models also received a floor-mounted gear shifter that replaced the column shifter of the 94s and 95s. Also for 96, the digital speedometer was changed to an analog one. The 94 to 96 Impala SS represents the last of the rear-wheel drive Impalas, as the Impala switched to a front-wheel drive platform when it returned for 2000. 1996 was also the last year for the long-running GM B-body platform as a whole. The Impala SS would return in the 2000s, albeit now as a front-wheel drive vehicle, being powered by a supercharged V6 in 2004 and 2005, and a 5.3-liter V8 from 2006 to 2009 following a redesign. After its discontinuation, the car that has probably drawn the closest comparisons to the 94 to 96 Impala SS was the Ford Panther-based Mercury Marauder, which was sold in the 2000s as a sporty, souped-up Grand Marquis, making it another American full-size body-on-frame rear-wheel drive muscle sedan, much like the Impala SS was. instrument cluster houses a digital speedometer along with 4 analog gauges, including for your oil pressure, charging voltage, fuel level, and coolant temperature. Being a 94, this has a column shifter. It has a 2-spoke design leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at about 9 3. Steering wheel is tilt. Parking brake is foot operated, parking brake release, air vents, some storage, got your headlight controls, got your turn signal, high beam, wiper, and cruise control controls. The hazard light switch is right here. Going down the center of the interior, got air vents on either side. Up top, you've got the controls for your single zone climate control, rear defrost button, fan speed, temperature, different zones. Awesome Impala SS plaque. Right here is your whole radio head unit. It does have a CD player. These 2 buttons correspond to the digital gauge cluster trip, resets the trip computer. And right here you can go between English and metric, so miles per hour or kilometers per hour. It also affects the odometer, so mileage, how many miles it has versus how many kilometers it has. Right, here's a lighter. Some storage, an ashtray, or it can double as more storage. Cup holders, storage. Center console with more storage. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors, and the passenger's one has lights. And on the rear view mirror, got your overhead lighting. And now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window. The driver's window is automatic down. And take a look at the engine. Standard on the Impala SS are these brushed aluminum 17-inch 5-spoke rims. Under the hood of the Impala SS, you'll find a down-tuned version of the 5.7-liter LT1 V8 out of the Corvette. It's a pushrod engine with 2 valves per cylinder and sequential port fuel injection, and in the Impala SS it cranks out 260 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 330 pound-feet of torque at just 3,200 RPM. This engine is paired to the 4L60E 4-speed automatic transmission with low-gear selection, which delivers power to the rear wheels. Running on unleaded gasoline with a 23-gallon fuel tank, fuel economy estimates for the Impala SS are 15 mpg city and 23 highway. The brakes are 4-wheel ventilated discs, and it has an independent short and long arm front suspension and a solid rear axle. As for curb weight, the Impala SS weighs in at just over 4,200 pounds. Looking at the rear door panel, got some more storage, power window switch, an ashtray or more storage. Both front seats do have storage pockets on the backs. And on either side back here, got some overhead lighting and coat hooks. Folding rear center armrest. Dual exhaust. As you saw earlier, the fuel cap is at the back of the vehicle, behind where the rear license plate goes. Cargo space in the Impala SS is 20.4 cubic feet. And that will conclude this tour of this 1994 Chevrolet Impala SS. Thanks for watching.